Failure actually means success. Because in your failure, you learn what you did right, what you did wrong, and what you can do better. The reason why people are afraid to take chances, Brenda, and to start their dreams like you are, is because they're afraid to fail. But if you don't fail, how are you going to know what you're good at? I remind you of a story in a little black book that I read, written by somebody called Gideon, in every hotel across the nation. It said that the people, when they were delivered from Pharaoh's house, walked through the Red Sea, crossed over to the other side, because what they thought they needed and what they wanted and what they were accustomed to having, they said to the person that had delivered them, that had taken them across the Jordan, it was better for us on the other side. Here's your news flash, Reese. You know what's on the other side. What you don't know is what's ahead of you. And if you look back, your dreams, your vision, and your life will turn into that pillar of salt. Because you were not worthy. You were not willing to do what it takes to go to the other side. No one said it was going to be easy. There's long hours standing behind the chair. You're dealing with people, you're meeting people. Some are nice, some are not nice, some are coachable, some are not. But is that enough to stop you from your dream? I'm here to tell you that it's not, and it can't be. Because you didn't wake up one day, Reese, and say, I'm going to be a stylist. From the beginning of time, every dream, every aspiration that you had, it was deposited into you before the world was even shaped. And so if you woke up and you decided that you came to yourself like another prodigal person that I know, that said in my father's house, I was treated better than this, then that means you have finally matured and you can handle the blessings. You can handle the position. You can handle the wealth. You can handle the level. The question that I would ask you right now, and don't say the number out loud, say it in your mind. If you were to look in your bank account right now, whatever that dollar amount is, take this and use it as an analogy. That's the sum total of what you can be trusted with. There's no need to give you a bigger house if you're not going to take anybody in. There's no need to give you 10 cars if you're not going to loan the person that you knew that caught a bus here to get here. There's no need to make sure that your cupboards are full if you're not going to feed anybody. Wealth is distributed to those who know how to distribute wealth. Whether it's knowledge, or whether it's finances, or whether it's talent. You have the level that you can be trusted with. When you become educated, study yourself to show yourself approved, then you will be elevated. But until that time, understand where you're at. Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Just seek out the help. Become coachable. Become trainable. Become teachable. Have that aha moment that says, you know what? I'm more than what I'm doing right now. I can do more. I was built for more. And I am going to do more. Period, bottom line. It doesn't mean that you have to give up every aspiration of your free time. Doesn't mean that that makes you a sucker because you're here sweating and you didn't get a dime. Or you came and you paid your fee and you're going to get your class in 10 more days. It doesn't make you foolish. You have to always remember a key principle. What you make happen for another man, he's obligated to make happen for you. And so in BRU, even though I know that there will be many replicas after us, Reese, but you heard the clarion call and you answered. You didn't say how much I need, none of that. And because you answered, great is your reward. And so expect for people to duplicate what you do. After all, that's the best form of a compliment you're going to ever get. They're never going to tap you on the shoulder and say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. We leave that up to our faith believer. So if they're not copying you, then that means you're not doing anything that's worth copying. If they're not copying you, you're not doing anything that's worth copying. So give them something to copy. Take your classes. You know the fashion. You know the chemicals. You know how to assemble and put stuff together. But where's the business? Just 2 weeks ago, everybody was in New York taking pictures, want to be seen on the red carpet. But the majority of those people, if you look them up within 6 months or a year, their businesses will not even be there. Because they got the fashion, but they didn't get the business. It is so important to make sure that you study to show yourself approved. That's what makes you the difference. That's what makes the edge cutting. That's what sets you apart. It will never be your looks. It will never be how eloquently you speak. It is what you know up here. It is the difference between being open today and closed tomorrow. I would like to bring to the stage none other than this gentleman. I met him several years ago. I ain't gonna tell my age. But from the day that I met him, he's always been this unique kid, like love clothes, into fashion. I was like, okay, I'm from Miami, okay. But I always had a knack for putting things together. Every time I would walk into a boutique, which was a good friend of mine, Sonia, called Dazzle Fashions, he would be there and he would, hey, welcome. And it was just always a great experience. Customer service is your service. That's your business. If you're not servicing your customers with a smile, especially in the boutique business, whether it's hair or fashion or designing events, they're buying you, Brenda. If I don't like you, I'm not calling you no more. I don't care how cheap your service or affordable your services were. I don't care how good you can do hair. If I don't like you or you had bad spirits over my head, I'm not calling you. Every time I would walk into this boutique, this young man would be like, hey, how you doing? Let me find your dress. What are you going today? What do you got going on? So it's not a surprise to me to see him at the top of his field in this industry. And I am so excited about having him to be one of the professors here at BRU. I will introduce to some, present to others, none other than Mr. Reese.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Everybody's good, okay. Well, I am Reese G, the one and only fashion stylist here in Atlanta, from Atlanta. Thank you for welcoming me on into the BRU.